Hello and welcome to August 20th XLE exit with 39% in 5 days, and Stochastics has moved to 2.5 with 27 wins year to date. So let's go look at Stochastics. I mean our rating. Now I have to bring some correction. This is not correct. Here's why. I went here to the beginning of the year as 368.79, the black tab on the right. The blue on the above is 443.36, which is closed today. That comes out to 20.2, not 19.9. So Yahoo is not keeping this up to date unless they update it much later, and it's already 6 o'clock on the East Coast. So I don't know what their excuse is. With that said, let's go on now to our leader, our story of the day. And the story of the day is that XLE exited with a 39% profit in 5 days as a put. Now, I have to go through the explanation here. We're going to have a little bit of lesson time. When you're doing a put, there is no DTE. There is no date to expiration trade plan. Now, you're going to say, wait a minute, I see DTE here. This is to remind me that this option is one contract, a put, that expires in December, that has to be expired at December at less than 50, not above 50. So let me go ahead and change that. Good point on the correction on the notes, that this has to expire less than and the delta was 53. And that's date to expiration. Remind me of the date to expiration. If this was a DTE trade, it would be here. DTE would be here. Now, date to expiration trading plan is a call only. Remember, calls only, because it's there's no limit on how high the price can go on calls. The limit of the price going down is 0. This is also why they call it a short. And I say, but wait, what are you calling a short? It's because the current price to 0 is the definitive zone. A call price going up is infinite. Yes, and we've seen it. I mean, who remembers when Tesla used to be in the low hundreds or even in the double digits when it first started? I remember Netflix at $5.36 back in 2003. So the point is, that's what they call it. The long side is to the up and the short side is to the down, for those to catch up on the jargon. But the bottom line is, we got out with a profitable trade. We have to ask the 3 questions: what did we right, do wrong, and what could we do better? Well, what we did right was that we let the scanner come up with the decision that this is going to be in a possible put position. We put in the trade. We got filled in. We got filled in with a bit of a gap. We're anticipating 372. We got filled at 410. So we got filled here at 410 on that opening there. Then it closed below the first ratio. So and of course, in the first, even it closed here, we moved the stop from the initial stop of 50.30 down to 49.20. And then after that, price closed on top of the second ratio. And because this is a loss leaders trade, it owed $85. Now, what the XLE 9, what the 9 means, that this was an attempt. It was the 9th attempt in making a trade, and it lost. And instead of aggregating all the losses into one big humongous debt, and makes it a little bit more psychologically challenging. And it was this XLE was going after a REI, was a trade that on penny stock that I lost $85. Now it's still playing, the $85. The REI is still playing, but I prefer options. So I transferred the loss from an energy company to an energy ETF. And so that's why I don't accept losses. I accept temporary holdings. Well, essentially consider that Wall Street's holding your losses as a holding, and then you go back and play. Now, that's loss leaders mentality, and that is very detrimental in the fact that it can be very time consuming, but it's an exhilarating video game. Now, going forward is my daughter, who is a scan trader. She has her losses. She just checks it here at her profits and loss. That's all she does. checks it on her profits and loss, and says, okay, and then she plays it. But she doesn't go hunting for loss leaders. She lets the scanner do all the work. I do a loss leaders because it keeps me a little bit more engaged. Trading can get boring, and you got to find ways of keeping it. Now, non-boring, open up your account at 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon, or whenever you have time to get off work, do your trades, shut it down, enjoy your life. That's your ideal trading life. Just open it, to do it, shut it down, go enjoy your life. All right, so let's go ahead and continue the numbers here for XLE, and then we'll go on to what am I doing or here wrong? Oh, I'm trying to move this over a little bit more. There we go. So I got the expiration dates right there. Excuse me. Okay, 160. $2 in fee, 158, $85. Winners Circle. It paid back the loss. So now what we do is we come down to our loss leaders list right here. There it is. There is my famous loss leaders list for the alphas. This is the account of Tigers. The Prime and Phoenix are the accounts that are shown to my inner circle. Then over here, we come here to the $85 for the year 2021. That's why it's in red. It says, we warned me to be careful, because I went through a lot of hours and hours and hours going back and getting all these losses accumulated from the various past years. So this is a fairly fresh loss, $85 plus 158.73. I then change this and give this what I call a green jacket, just like they do at Augusta. They earned a green jacket, and it earned a green jacket here also in the what was the trade that go and what direction. So everybody gets a green jacket for their win. All right, we're done. Now we cut it from the trading platform because it's exited the trade. This is the loss leaders zone right here. These are a lot of loss leaders that we still have to play through for the next 2 or 3 years, maybe shorter. It depends on how much buying power we get. And then I put the leader at the top of the list. That's our latest loss leader winner. This is the Winners Circle right there, winners. So 73 for XLE number 9. Now the reason that you have the color is to remind you that XLE was playing for a loss of the REI. That's what that signifies. So going back up, you can see here that we now have our others in play, and then we have our other loss leaders we're going to go through at the end of after I conclude this video to bring up the date. Okay, so that said, that takes us now to our leader, KR. And here at KR moved up very nicely. You can see here that it's moved up. Our stop is still here at the 5th ratio. We continue a little bit more push, a little bit more distance, because remember, I do not want to contaminate trades. This is a DTE. What did I tell you? This is going for date of expiration because it's a call and going to the upside. So we'll probably be looking at maybe putting a stop in here along this intermediate price channel to keep a little bit of distance, but let it continue running till we can get to October as our expiration exit. That takes us now to PG, and PG is, there's PG, and PG is moving up. It went to 127, so that's, even though we had a down count. Now again, this is a little bit scary because it is a shooting star, a small body with a tall wick on the top side, and it signifies that there might be some resistance here for it to come back down again. But you know, it's here that we had a lot. You can figure a plateau, the high there and low here. So this could be an accumulation zone for someone to get back into this game. Remember, I've projected that this here is going to be somewhere around 160 something, where the portfolio managers are going to be taking their profit, where we got here at 136, waiting for that 15 to 20, 30% return. The average rule of thumb is taking it 20. Okay, moving on now to Bank of America in the closing seconds actually. Bank of America is a put, and it cleared the gantry, and we'll be moving the stop here to 40.03, and then we have 720, which will be joining the scanner to get our candidate for tomorrow. And with that is today's report with XLE 39% in 5 days. And I thank you very much for stopping by. Stand by for TLR. Telray is next up.